More than 100 years ago, there was a German pastor named Emanuel Felke who had an interest in medicine. He was especially interested in naturopathy and homeopathy, a branch of medicine developed in the 19th century by the German doctor Samuel Hahnemann and based on the principle of similia similibus curentur, let like be cured by like. In homeopathy, an illness is treated with remedies that cause similar suffering in a healthy individual. Another basic principle of homeopathy is the use of potentiated substances, that is, natural substances that are diluted and potentiated in several stages using succussion and comminution. The remedies are prepared from mother tinctures of plant, mineral and animal origin and diluents such as alcohol, purified water, glycerin or lactose. Samuel Hahnemann devoted his later years to perfecting this discipline and developing remedies. He used strict scientific methods and researched the effect of many natural substances on people in order to utilize them for specific clinical presentations. He wrote the Organon, homeopathy's comprehensive reference work. Hahnemann's healing methods became famous in his own lifetime. These methods and his findings set the standard for modern medicine. Pastor Emanuel Felke is considered the father of complex homeopathy. In contrast to classical homeopathy, in which only one active substance is prescribed, in homeopathic complex remedies, several medicinal products are combined into one medicine. By doing this, Pastor Felke made Hahnemann's homeopathy accessible to everyone. During his time as a practitioner, Felke began to put single homeopathic remedies together and came to the realization that one can most effectively combat complex medical conditions with combination remedies. He then developed numerous complex remedies that he tailored to specific clinical presentations. In 1890, in Felke's parish of Kronenberg, a diphtheria epidemic broke out. Felke recommended to the parents of the many sick children that they use a homeopathic remedy, Mercurius cenatus. The children who were treated homeopathically by Felke recovered quickly. This event made the pastor famous. His reputation as a healer began to grow. Soon, the pastor was so sought after by patients that he had to establish medical consulting hours. But the doctors in Kronenberg accused him of quackery. To protect himself from growing pressure, Felke had himself be transferred to the small spa town of Repelen in the district of Moers. Here as well, his reputation as a healer grew quickly, and sick people found their way to him in large numbers. In Repelen, Felke developed the holistic Felke therapy, which in addition to iris diagnosis and complex homeopathy, includes the natural remedies of light, air, water, clay, and a diet of natural foods. Felke became well known around the world as the clay pastor and as a star in the field of naturopathy. His followers set up Felke societies, published Felke journals, and established Felke health resorts. In 1915, Felke moved to Sobenheim and opened a practice there. In 1915, Pastor Felke followed my grandfather to Sobenheim. He lived in the city and would come here to Kurhaus Donau in the morning with patients from Sobenheim to instruct them in friction sitz baths and calisthenics. And then he would drink tea with the guests in front of the tea house that is right next door, and then would go back into the city to see patients. Thus, Felke was able to practice here in peace. So he had his practice in the city where he worked with homeopathy, and mornings he instructed patients in the Felke cure. As the center for Felke's medicine, Sobenheim became an important spa destination, and later the Felke Association was headquartered there. Felke established a cure concept based on the four elements of light, air, water and earth. Earth was a key element. That was the clay. He basically rediscovered this ancient healing substance for use in medicine and added clay baths and clay packs to the treatment repertoire. Also important as the water element were friction sitz baths. He had open-air parks with bathing facilities built. Today, Felke therapy is just as relevant as it was 100 years ago. Pharmaceutical companies also continue to use Samuel Hahnemann's and Pastor Emanuel Felke's knowledge today to manufacture homeopathic complex remedies. They combine traditional medicine with modern production methods for the health of patients around the world.